Hello learners, how are you? I hope you all are very fine and passing a very good time. This is Tariq Ahmed, Senior Lecturer, Department of English, Milestone College. Welcome you all on my today's online session. Learners, today my topic is discussing our test questions of 2019. And from that questions, we have been chosen part A, that is question number 1A and 1B. You know what is in question number 1A? That is multiple choice questions. Yes, students, today I will discuss multiple choice questions and 1B, that is answering short questions. Dear learners, for your kind informations, I like to state that from your revised syllabus, there is a change of marks distributions from this item, and you have to be very careful about that. Previously, from MCQ, there was 5 marks. Dear learners, I repeat, there was 5 marks in the previous exam in MCQ, but this year you will have 10 MCQ and 10 for 10 marks. I repeat, 10 for 10 marks. So learners, you should be very careful and you should be very conscious about this item. And what about answering questions? You know that in the previous exam there were 10 marks, there were 5 questions from answering short questions, and in each question consists of 2 marks. So there were the total marks was 10. But this year there is a change. What is the change, dear learners? The change is each question will consist of 3 marks and total marks from answering question is 15. So dear learners, from first passage you will have 25 marks, that is 1/4 of the total marks from first paper. So dear learners, from these 2 items you should be very careful, you should be very calculative, because these marks are very important for securing you A+ in English first paper. Dear students, today we will practice test questions of Rangpur Cantonment Public School and College, Rangpur of 2019, and from that question we will practice MCQ and short questions answering. Dear learners, before starting the topic, let us know some key points of MCQ and answering short questions. What about MCQ? Dear learners, in answering MCQ, you will write just the answer. Don't copy the questions. When we scrutinize the copy, we see some of the students writing the whole questions. So this is very much boring, so don't do that. You will just answer you will just write the answer. And before answering MCQ questions, you have to go through the text, because the multiple choice questions and the choices are very related to the text. So before answering this item, I suggest you that you must go through the text again and again, then try to answer this. And what about answering questions? My suggestions for you is that you just try to go through the questions and don't copy and paste from the text lines. So this is boring. You should try to write of your own, but before answering the questions, you should be very careful about the directions of the questions. What is the demand of the questions and what you are to write. Think before writing, and you should be very careful about the tense pattern. Don't copy and paste. And finally, you should be very careful about the presentations, because from this item you will have 15 marks. So you should write something very clearly and very meticulously so that the examiner may please at you. My dear students, can you see the picture? Do you like this scenery? This is a scenery full of natural beauties, and this the place is Kuakata. The place full of natural beauties. So dear learners, already you have come to know that I am going to read out a passage that is Kuakata, and this is the first question of Cantonment Public School and College, Rangpur. So let's read out the passage first. Kuakata, locally known as Sagorkonna, daughter of the sea, is a rare means uncommon, scenic spot located on the southernmost tip of Bangladesh. Kuakata, in Lotachapli Union, under Kolapora police stations of Potuakhali district, is about 30 km in length and 6 km in breadth. It is 70 km from Potuakhali district headquarters and 320 km from Dhaka. An excellent combination of the picturesque natural beauty, sandy beaches, blue sky, and the shimmering expanse of water of the Bay of Bengal and the evergreen forest makes Kuakata a must sought. Dear learners, what do you understand by a must sought? Must sought means a great tourist attraction. So this term is very important for you, must sought. A must sought after tourist destinations. That means this is such a place where tourists like to go again and again. So from this part of the passage, we have come to know the natural beauties of Kuakata. For your better understanding, dear learners, you have vocabulary. Shimmering. Shimmering means reflecting a gentle light that seems move slightly, or you can say lighting. Expands, a large open area of land, water, or sky. The name Kuakata takes its origin from the story of a kua, or a well, dug on the seashore by the early Rakhine settlers for collecting drinking water. Dear learners, here we'll have the history of the name Kuakata, how the name comes, what's the reason behind this name. So, dear learners, here we have come to know that when the Rakhines first came in this place, they had scarcity of water. So, in order to have water, they dug a well. The Rakhines had landed on Kuakata coast after being expelled from Arakan by the Mughals. Kuakata is not the original place of the Rakhine community. Arakan is their original place, but when the Mughals expelled them from that area, they have come to Kuakata for taking shelter. Following the first well, it became a tradition to dig well in the neighborhood of Rakhine homestead for fresh supply water. After that, when they become successful in digging wells and for collecting water, there was a tradition of digging wells. They dug so many wells that the name of the place has become Kuakata. So this passage is important for the origin of the name Kuakata. You have a vocabulary. Expelled means past simple of expel. Neighborhood, the area of a town that surrounds someone's home. Fishing boats plying in the Bay of Bengal with colorful sails, surfing waves, and the lines of coconut trees add to the vibrant colors of Kuakata. You know what the word vibrant means? Vibrant is an important word for you. Here, vibrant means lively. The indigenous, this is another important word for you. Indigenous means native, culture of the Rakhine community, and a 100-year-old Buddhist temples indicate the age-old tradition and cultural heritage of this area. What we have got from these lines? We have got the heritage or cultural traditions of the place Kuakata. Kuakata is not only famous for natural attractions, it is also famous for its cultural and traditional heritage also. Vocabulary: indigenous means naturally existing in a place or country rather than arriving from another place, or you can say in one word, that is native. Kolkata is also a holy land for the Hindus and Buddhists. This is a place uh, uh, religiously important for Hindus and Buddhists. Each year, thousands of devotees come here to attend the festivals Rash Purnima and Maghi Purnima. On these 2 days, pilgrims take holy bath and enjoy going to the traditional fairs. You have a vocabulary. Pilgrims, a person who makes a journey, often a long and difficult one, to a special place for religious reasons. And devotees, a person who strongly admires a particular person or is extremely interested in a subject. So this is the passage that has come as a first passage of Cantonment Public School and College, Rangpur. I think you have understood the passage very clearly. Learners, I hope you have understood the passage. Let's practice MCQ, that is multiple choice questions from this question. Dear learners, let us practice multiple choice questions of Cantonment Public School and College, Rangpur. Choose the correct answer from the alternatives. What does the word settler in the passage mean? Number 1, gypsy. 2, traveler. 3, dweller. 4, thriller. So dear learners, I hope that the answer will come from you. Just think and ponder over the questions. What would be the right answer? Who can tell me? Yes, I know that many of you will say that the right answer is dweller. Yes, this is the right answer. Dweller. What does the word vibrant mean? Vibrant means lively. Dear learners, question number 3 has been repeated. Just question part is repeated. Don't mind. What kind of parts of speech is the pleasant? What kind of parts of speech is the pleasant? Pleasant is an adjective. So this is the right answer. Where did the Rakhines live earlier? In Khulna, in Patuakhali district, in Arakan? I know that you will answer in Arakan district. Yes, this is in Arakan district. They have come from Arakan district. And what about the last questions? What are the purpose of digging wells? To follow the first well, to attend well, to follow the traditions, to collect drinking water. What would be the answer, dear learners? I think you all will answer. This answer is 4, that is to collect drinking water. And there is answer. There is a sample of how to answer this question. A of 1. You will answer in your exam copy in this way. Don't try to copy the questions. Dear students, I hope now you have understood how to answer multiple choice questions in your exam copy. Dear learners, today I have one more options, that is discussing and answering questions. So let's see how to answer question number B of 1, that is short questions answering. Dear students, now we will practice answering questions. That is B of 1. Answer the following questions. Question number A. What is the most unique feature of Kuakata Sea Beach? Here, the demand of the question is the most unique feature. So what is the unique feature? We know. So I have written the answer. The most unique feature of Kuakata Sea Beach is the opportunity of enjoying both sunrise and sunset from the sea beach. Yes, you know that the opportunity of enjoying both sunrise and sunset is the unique feature of Kuakata sea beach. What is the question number B? What are the attractive things of Kuakata sea beach? Answer: Kuakata Sea Beach has so many attractive things such as sandy beach, blue sky, shimmering expanse of water, enjoying both sunrise and sunset, indigenous culture of Rakhine community, and so on. You can also write this answer of your own, but whatever you write, you just follow the demand of the questions and the tense of the questions. What is the question number C? The question number C is, what are the traditional events that take place in Kuakata? I have written the answer. In Kuakata Sea Beach, some traditional events take place like indigenous culture of the Rakhine community, celebrations of the religious festival, Rash Purnima, Maghi Purnima, Holy Bath, and traditional fairs. Now let us know what is the question number D. What does the name Kuakata come from? Already we have discussed while reading the passage, dear learners. The answer I have written: the name Kuakata has come from a history. When the Rakhines first came here, they had scarcity of pure drinking water. So in order to get water, they dug a well, and in this way they got water. After that, it had become a tradition of digging wells. They dug so many wells that the name of the area had turned to be Kuakata. So what is the demand of the question? The demand of the question is to focus on the history of the name of Kuakata. So you should be very careful while answering this type of questions. And the last questions: why did the Rakhines dig well? This question is similar to the previous questions. Answer: the Rakhines dug well. I have written the past form of the verb because the demand of the question is of past tense, so the answer must be of past tense. The Rakhines dug wells not without any purpose. When they first came to Kuakata after being expelled from Arakan district, they had scarcity of pure water. So in order to get drinking water, they dug well. Dear students, I hope you have enjoyed my today's online class and you have learned how to answer MCQ and how to answer short questions. Thank you very much for staying with me. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you very much.